Good afternoon, guys, or rather, good evening. So, I've decided to kind of take the better part of the day to relax because it's been hot. As you will see, it's 90 degrees in here. 90. Meanwhile, outside, it's 99, 100 degrees. So there's only a 10-degree difference between outside and in here. Needless to say, it's hot. So, hence the lightweight shirt and not really wanting to do anything. So, for that, sorry. I haven't really been vlogging much today. But hey, this is the start of it. So, yeah. I actually don't start work until 6:30. And then Manda is getting off at her usual time of 9. Well, 9:30 rather. So, she'll be home around 10-ish, I guess. But, yeah. Today is blah because of the heat. So I haven't really eaten anything, and I kind of forgot that I hadn't eaten anything until Amanda's mom was like, "Hey, have you eaten?" And I was like, "Well, no." And she's like, "Well, there's stuff that you can eat, but it's hot. But I'm still gonna make something just so I'm not grumpy at work over having not eaten. I'll still be grumpy at work because of work, but at least I won't be hungry." Yep.
Hi guys, I'm home. Yay. I've already changed out of my work clothes because fuck that shit. Yeah, it was really hot today, and the material that my work shirts are made out of is not the most forgiving. And because it was so hot, even though I put deodorant on this morning, I was sweating through my shirt, and it gave me like a huge rash. I don't know if you can see it. No, you guys can't really see it. You can kind of see it. It's like right under my arm. It's a little red. But yeah, I got a huge like freaking rash on my arm. Like a friction burn. That's no fucking fun. But yeah. Today wasn't too bad. We actually had a ton of cashiers today, even though it didn't really seem like it for part of the day, because my work does this thing called like the learning place, where you go, like people go in and you do like these little like lesson things where you just watch a bunch of videos and whatnot, and it helps teach you like some of the basics about like hardware stuff that we have around the store. Like I'm currently working on a paint module. So yeah. So that was that. But because it was Monday, a lot of our cashiers go in on Monday, including myself. So yeah. So we were kind of constantly short like a cashier or two, which was fun, I guess, but, you know, we still had, like, backups, so it wasn't too terrible, but, yeah. And it was really nice. I was pretty much not on my register for most of the day, because I was doing some stuff on the floor. Not to say I would ever consider becoming a floor clerk. I do not have like the knowledge base or willpower to be like a floor clerk or anything like that, like somebody on the floor actually talking with the customers and helping them with their problems. I much prefer being a cashier and just checking people out and get them out the door. That is what I like to do, especially with my like anxiety. I've told you guys, my anxiety can get through the roof sometimes in social situations, So being a cashier, it's just like, it's the same thing over and over again. Like, I can deal with that. I'm okay with that. So, but after the week I've had, like, it was really nice to step away from the register, being that, you know, I was stuck at the register for, like, you know, 3 days or whatever, with no, you know, having it be just me, you know, and one other cashier. So, yeah, it was nice. And it was basically just my manager was one of my supervisors was like, "Hey, can you do this thing? Thank you." Basically, I just had to stock all the batteries and anything that didn't have any merchandise, like, because technically we have 2 places where we put batteries, and the one up front is like our main stand, because that's basically where we're just like, batteries right there, right there. We typically don't mention the other one because there's kind of no purpose to, I guess, usually. But yeah, but I guess when they put that end cap in, nobody bothered to really, like, change any of the locations or anything like that. And this was like a while ago, I guess. So I went to do, like, print screens on, like, the inventory and stuff for the ones that were saying, like, there was nothing, that, you know, there was nothing on the shelf. And then I ended up on Wild Goose Chases because it was, like, there was stuff in both locations. So it'd be like, okay, well, it's empty over here. Is there some over here? Sorry. My hand's getting tired, so I'm, like, dropping the camera. But yeah, so I was running back and forth across the store, like, okay, well, there's none back here. Is there some up here? Okay, there's none over here. Is there some over there? And then one of the things, like, it wasn't in either of those places. It was in a completely different place, and I was like, well, wait, what? Like, why are they over here, not over here? And then there were things that, like, okay, it says we have 3, but we have none. Okay, it says we have 6, we have 11. Like, how do they reproduce like that? Yeah. So, but it was nice. I basically didn't do anything on my drawer. Like, it's not unusual for me to have, like, cash outs at the end of the day, like, nearing the thousands. Today I only did like $200. So, in cash, like, that's just my cash out. Like, but yeah, so yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But yeah, so I'm just gonna relax for now. I was this close to buying us a little pool today, because at my work we had these little, well, it's not little, it was 10 feet across by 30 inches deep, and for me it would only cost like $70. So I almost bought it, and then Mom told me no, and I got a little sad. So, and we did get another notice from the city today saying that we have because we put in effort, we have another 2 weeks to do the backyard. But my mom is going to try and call in, like, tomorrow or whatever, because we have the original sheet. I guess they didn't leave, like, an actual sheet this time. They just, like, told my cousin or something. I don't know. Or they talked to my mom or something. I don't know who they talked to, but, like, they came by and talked to somebody and said we had another 2 weeks. And so my mom's gonna, like, call in and be like, hey, look, there's only 4 of us that live in this house. 3 of us work full-time or longer, and my mother is disabled. So we're gonna be like, excuse me, we know our yard is crap, but we can't do it in, like, 2 weeks. Like, it's not possible, because 2 weeks is only, like, it's, for me, that's only 4 days off. For Chris, it's only 2 days off. Yeah, yeah, my cousin can do things on, like, the weekends, but he won't. So, yeah. There would basically really only be, like, 1 day a week. So that'd be 2 days that we could do anything with the yard. And both of those would be days that Chris has off. We technically already made plans to do something next week. On, like, next Wednesday. We really wanted to go into the city. But, you know, if we end up having to do yard work, then, you know, that'll suck. So, we hope that's not a thing. So, I'm just gonna chill out for a while, and I'll check in when Chris gets home. Alright, Chris is home.
Oh, hi.
He's actually been home for a while. We've just kind of been laying in bed, chilling. And, yeah. So, it's actually now time to go to bed. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we put out new videos every single day. And like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. All the links in the description below. And we'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.